Hi, I'm Andy, and I am going to set up a YouTube channel called The Wanglers. That's W-Anglers. Over the course of the next few videos and films, I'll let you decide what the W stands for. Could be winner, could be wonky, could be something else entirely. Anyway, myself and my three fellow Wanglers, Leon, Josh and Mad Dog Milling, are fishing later today at East Delph Lakes in Whittlesea near Peterborough. We're hoping to catch a couple of big carp. We could all break our PB there, so really looking forward to it. Behind me, you can probably see, is some of the gear. I've already got some in the car. It's only a 24-hour session. I know looking at that lot, you probably think it's a week-long session, but it isn't. We've got that next year in France. So yes, that's pretty much all the gear laid out. I say I've already got my barrow and a few bits in the car, so there's a lot of gear. But I have got I've got 6 other rods that aren't actually mine that I've set up for the 2 of the other Wanglers. So I've got a bit of gear that isn't actually mine. But yes, there's rods, camping gear, all the usual sort of paraphernalia you need for a 24-hour trip, and then some. So yeah, so hopefully we'll see you later at the lake, and we'll go from there. So just before we head off, thought I'd just give a little explanation around the thoughts behind setting up this Wanglers fishing channel. I watch loads of fishing films and videos and YouTube stuff, and I love them all really, from the quite slick Fox Corder sort of presentation, Nash kind of stuff, to the man in the street, let's say, the guys like me and you who just like to go fishing and are not always particularly well prepared or particularly at the top of their game sort of thing, but it doesn't matter, they're having fun, they're enjoying themselves, and that's very much where the Wanglers is coming from. You know, we're not the best fishermen by any means, we're learning. I mean, I've been fishing for about 20 years, but I still consider myself, you know, maybe a top end novice or a low end intermediary, but no expert by any means. And but what the Wanglers do, we always have a laugh. Something goes wrong, something falls in, someone falls in, something gets kicked in. Most, you've had bite alarms forgotten and all sorts of shenanigans and nonsense. So really, it's about trying to capture a bit of that. It's about trying to capture a bit of, you know, the fun and the joy behind trying to catch a fish. Hopefully we'll catch a few along the way. You know, we do on occasion. But it's as much about just the sort of great outdoors, having a laugh, messing about with your mates, and so on and so forth. So that's really what's behind it, and you know, hopefully give some of you guys a bit of a laugh and a bit of an inspiration to get out there and have a go yourselves. So yeah, that's what it's all about really, just having fun, learning as we go, hopefully catching a few fish, and hopefully capturing some of the ridiculous goings on that befell or befell. So we've been here a couple of hours now, we're all set up. Josh and I have had a few little knocks and beaks and things, nothing definitive. Loads of fish around. Leon and Alan are convinced they've got hundreds of fish in their swim. I'm amazed I haven't scared them away. But it's a beautiful day, beautiful evening. Beautiful little lake, and still pretty confident, to be honest. There's lots of fish out there. Got a multi-rig on one rod now and a helicopter on the other. One to pop up. I think there was a wafter, and that's what's been catching us. I'm still confident, very confident actually. Maybe into the night when it cools down a bit as well, the fish will get their heads down. But yeah, early days, plenty of time. Spirits are high, and in a minute we're going to get a curry or pizza or something. couple of fish have come up right over my right hand rod. Big, big swans. Anyway,
mind you, my casting today, it probably.
Adam?
It looks like I've done a lot of fishing.
Casting out of 10 today from Leon.
10 out of 10.
How good has it been?
10 out of 10.
How that landed?
He did do a good cast under that tree. No, I ain't seen them all, but that one under that tree.
Casting in my swim, I've been 10 out of 10. In Josh's, when I got caught in that
I've
tree,
seen that,
yeah, but we should have got that on the video.
So, it's now 7 p.m. We had a lovely curry from a takeaway in Whittlesea. Finished that. We might not be good at fishing, but we're really good at eating. A few little bites and knocks and bits and pieces, but no actual fish on the bank. But as you can see from behind me, it's looking absolutely gorgeous. Hopefully, as it cools off a little bit, fish will get their heads down. There's plenty of fish around still. I had a little bit of a knock earlier, so did my son Josh next door. So yeah, fingers crossed. I'm in the anti-social swim. A lot of fish have been coming out of here recently. So fingers crossed. Right, I'm going to have a little wander around. I'll see the other guys in their respective swims. My rods are out at the minute. Up there resting against the bivvy. The bivvy's all ready to go for the night. Look. It's a Quest bivvy. I love it. Rods are there out of the water. And we'll go and have a little wander around and see the rest of the crew. That was Josh's swim. He's in the big social. It's a lovely big double swim. A couple of picnic benches. We just had a meal there. I'm walking around now. I mean, this place is just beautiful, just idyllic. The weather's been amazing. It's the 2nd of September. Well, go and see the other guys, the other Wanglers. They're right around the other corner really. They report lots of fish around. So we're coming up to Leon's swim. They're all beautiful swims. Here are the boys, the Wanglers.
Alright.
Here we are, look.
He's got some freezing cold Heinekens in his bag.
So we're not great at fishing, but we're very good at eating and drinking.
I'm the best worst fisherman, I think.
Right, look, here's Leon's rods. Talk us through what you're doing here, Leon. Oh my
Well,
God, there's fish everywhere.
I've got one over there. And one just underneath that tree, which was a perfect cast as usual.
As usual.
How many you got hooked in the trees today, Leon?
I got two straight away in there.
Both times.
But they come back out, I didn't lose any of them.
What's going on with them two birds in the tree?
David, that's
they've come
your
back.
heart
They was
out.
in this tree as well.
Right, let's have a look at his little setup. That's his 40 quid bivvy from Wilco's.
Hey, look how I'm holding it. Look how I'm holding it.
You've got no pegs in it.
I've got no pegs.
You idiot, I've got loads of pegs.
Got a beer pack on.
No, I've got beers.
You've got beers holding his bloody bivvy. I've got loads
I've got two. I've got two.
This is shoddy. I've got
There's
loads of
one in
pegs at
there.
my place. You can buy a peg, pound a peg.
Through his front.
You idiot. I've got
Get
loads
off
of...
on that.
You haven't got a ground sheet. I've got a spare ground sheet as well.
I'll tell you what we have got though.
This is the shittest bivvy I've ever seen in my life. Mind you, what
When
have
you
you bobbins on?
your legs are
Wangler.
fucking on the end.
Look, typical Wangler, no bobbins on. You get a drop back bite, you won't know about it. Adam, tell him. Bobbins.
Yeah, I've got my
Did
receiver.
you get a drop back bite? You receive it. Yeah, hang on. You got your receiver and everything. Whose button lumps are these, Leon?
They're yours.
Right. They're working nice, aren't they?
It's perfect. Everything's perfect. Just got to wait for the sun to go down. And we'll catch.
Look at that. Absolutely stunning. Right, let's go and look at Mad Dog swim. Mad Dog.
Yeah, have a look over there.
Come on, show us your swim, Mad Dog.
Are you aware of the paraphernalia?
Look at this. Look at this shoddy behaviour. Josh and I are just drinking water and orange juice in our swim.
Red wine.
I've only had one. I'm holding this one for Josh.
Now this is the end swim. I think it's swim 8. Again, I don't think there's a bad swim on this
There's
place.
some of his stuff up here.
Yeah. Oh, you can have a little dodgy one out there. Right, here we go. Again, what a swim that is.
There you go.
Really good for a bite. Really confident still. Josh is just, he's got one rod out, right up tight to that island behind us there, which I think is a really good shout. That is on a multi-rig with a pop-up cell boilie. A little bit of putty just to weigh it down, so that's looking good. And he's just wrapping up his other rod now, which is on a heli. And he's got a cell, no he hasn't, he's got banoffee wafter on there. White sort of chocolate banoffee wafter on there, which I'm going to do right in here. So we'll watch what he's doing. He's wrapping his rod up now. We'll watch him cast it out because that could be amusing. I mean educational. So we'll do that in a minute, and then we're probably just going to chill out for a couple of hours, maybe watch the boxing later on. So yeah, it's been a beautiful day. The lake, it looks amazing. There are fish splashing here and there. And I'll be amazed if one of us doesn't catch something, I really will. But we are the Wanglers. Who knows what's going to happen next. So it's about midnight here at East Delph. No fish on the bank yet. I had a bite. Josh had a couple of line bites. A few rats kicking about. We're trying to man up and not be scared. Watched the boxing, Eubank Smith, good fight. Managed to win a bet, so that's all good. The other two Wanglers over the other side seem to be making a lot of noise and running about with head torches on, but I'm not sure it's anything particularly productive. So yeah, we're going to get in the sleeping bags in a minute and try and get a few hours sleep. Hopefully get woken up in the night by a scaly banger. Yeah.
Oh, it's definitely on there. Fucking hell.
What happened, Josh?
Huh?
What happened?
Oh, that bite.
It's 4 o'clock in the morning. Josh is alarming off. Got a fish on, felt it, pulled it quite a long way in, and then right under his rod tip, came off. Gutted. Really close one there. We'll try and get him back out again. So yeah, guide for Josh there. He had a fish on, pretty much at the net, came off. That was on the multi-rig with a cell pop-up. My alarm just beeped as well, so I just heard a massive fish bosh out in the lake. And then Josh's alarm just started tick, sort of beep, 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 beep. I jumped up to help him and he was into a fish. But yeah, real shame that it came off. It was on the rod as well, that at least I thought was least likely to get off out of all 8 rods that we got out between us. Just chucked it in before we went to bed last night, but it went off. Just gutted that we couldn't get out on the bank. He thinks it felt like £12, something like that, but who knows? They're all good fish in here, and it would have been a stunner, but he did seem to bring it in pretty quickly. But it managed to shake the hook out somehow. Anyway, it's about 4:15 now, so I'm going to try and get another hour or so in the pit, and then I'll probably get up and stick the kettle on and recast. But Don't know if Leon and Mad Dog over the other side have had any joy. I've not heard. It's Josh again. That's Josh's alarm. Don't know if you heard that. It's Josh's alarm going again. Seems to have stopped. 5 or 6 beeps then. Don't know if you heard it on here, but don't know. Anyway, some action. Early hours of the morning. Just such a shame. Couldn't get on the bank. Anyway, right. See you later. So, morning time. Well, 5:30 in the morning. Just getting light. You can see behind me. Got a cup of tea on the go. Everything's better after a cup of tea in it. So, although you could say it was an uneventful night, it was actually quite an eventful night. Didn't get anything on the bank, but Josh had a fish on for a good few minutes and had it pretty much to the net. It came off, and then he's had quite a few bleeps after that as well, I think on the same rod. They didn't seem to translate into full-blown bites. Yeah, it's mist on the lake, absolutely stunning again. I don't know about Leon and Adam over the other side there, whether they had any bites or not, or any fish. I would imagine we'd have heard, literally, if they'd had any success, but just gonna wait for my chair to dry up because schoolboy error, left it out, didn't fold it away, and it's soaking wet with dew. I can't really sit down. Anyway, I'll wait for it to get a little bit lighter, and then I'm going to recast the rods. I think I'm going to stay with the same method and bait because Josh hooked that fish with a multi-rig and a cell pop-up, which is exactly what I'm fishing on one of mine. Then on the other, I'm a helicopter with a cell wafter. So I'm a bit loath to change, really. I will freshen up the baits. And catapult them over the top, but I'm going to wait till it just gets a little bit lighter. Finish my tea and then do that. Probably about 6, just before 6. Still another 5 or 6 hours to go. Still confident. Gutted that Josh couldn't land that one last night. There's fish washing out all over the shop. It really is, especially over in front of where Leon is. Chances of him actually catching one are pretty remote though, to be fair. The moon. See you in a bit. Just got both the rods back out, refreshed the bait on both of them. Worked a few cell bottom baits over the top of both of them, right up tight to the island. And I bought my Mighty rig in, which is exactly the same rig that Josh had nearly had his fish on. It was all tangled, so I worry that was tangled on the cast last night, and it was out there pretty much not fishing all night. It was all tangled up, and in the lead, and there's no way I was going to get a bite on that unless a carp did it, did me in the night sort of thing. But I think it was probably done on the cast, or it got tangled. I was quite close to the island. It got tangled in some debris and branches, and but anyway, that's gutting, because I think that rod is, exactly the same setup Josh hooked that fish on. Probably a good chance of a bite in the night, and I think I was tangled all night. The heli rig obviously was out there and fine, but anyway, such is life. There's been lots of boshing out in the middle of the lake, in front of where where Leon and Mad Dog are, quite a long way out, but a few real big boshes over there. It's going to be a nice day, I think, nice morning. There's the lake behind me, look. There's that island that I'm fishing pretty close to. I've got one basically on the right hand side now and one on the left. So look, there's still a good 4 or 5 hours left. There's a good 4 or 5 hours left. There's still every chance of a bite. I think bite time's probably up to about 10 o'clock here, so sit tight. Keep everything quiet now. I'll have a cup of tea, of course, obviously. And see if the carp gods will look kindly upon us wanglers. See you in a bit. Here's the goose that keeps trying to get in Josh's bivvy.
Oh, that's quite good. You got a picture of him?
Filming him.
That's his new mate.
As if he's followed you.
What's up, Duck?
What you done to him? What you done to his wings, Josh?
Hello.
Is that why he can't fly?
9 o'clock, a few hours left, still hopeful.
Yeah.
Mad Dog is saying he got a line bite a little while ago.
Yeah.
He's changed his setup, and he's popped a cheeky rod down in the corner swim here, so
Hopefully, fingers
what do you
crossed.
reckon? Why did you do that? Why did you do that?
Seen them all sheeting up.
Oh, there you go. Sheeting up.
Sheeting up.
He wasn't swearing. Sheeting up, right. So it's a
Loads of
beautiful
bubbles,
morning.
so-
We're still hopeful. We've got a few hours. We're still rearing that lost fish of Josh last night, but still got time to get one or two between us, I think. So fingers crossed. So that's all clipped up. Solid bag. I'll try it on. I need to just bring that other body in. Come on, baby. Bring me a fish. Alright. Show you the cast. Trying to get tight up to the island on the other side. But I don't know if you saw that, but in true Wangler style, I managed to hit the branches of the willow tree. Because it was in a bag, it kind of bounced off and back into the lake. It's actually ended up in pretty good position. Not quite the way I wanted to do it, but I think the result's okay. Obviously got a bit more of a splash than I would have liked, but we're fishing, we're out there, a couple of hours to go. Last throw of the dice, last throw of the solid bag. Let's see if it pays off. So it's 11:30 now. We've got to be out of the car park by 12:30, so pretty much packed up. I'm going to fish right up to 12 o'clock. Just holding out that hope. Yeah, it's been a great session, but a bit frustrated really not to have caught. Obviously Josh losing that one last night is still a real kick in the kahunas. So, but it's a lovely lake. We had a right laugh. Just needed a couple of fish between us, and they're out there. You can see them boshing away. We've all had a couple of bites and bits and pieces really. And Josh obviously could have nearly did a usual story in it. The one that got away, quite literally. But yeah, it's been a great session. Really, really lovely lake. Unfinished business. I mean, when we came here, James McKay, the owner, said that we're the only people to have booked only a 24-hour session for ages and ages and ages. I do think it's the sort of place you probably need at least 48 hours just to suss it out and get into it and maybe move a bit as well, because I think the fish are moving around. So it might be the sort of place you really need 48 hours. It's the first time I fished the lake, first time any of us have fished this lake. We fished the Long Lake a couple of years ago. So, don't be too hard on ourselves, but close but no cigar. But a really, really enjoyable session, right old laugh. And yeah, that'll be it for this episode of the Wanglers. Unless somebody gets a fish on the bank at the last knock-ins, we'll see you next time. Subscribe, leave comments, all that kind of stuff. Wanglers out.